The Wynncraft content team have just finished their dev stream of the new update and released the changelog with all the new information. So let's boil down the Wynncraft 2.0 Spellbound update. So the main part of this update is the ability tree and class archetypes. Basically, the entire spell system has been overhauled and revamped. Now every few levels you will unlock ability points, and with those points you can unlock abilities for your classes, and they can cost between 1 or 2 points. The abilities then come in different versions, such as white for minor ones, yellow, pink, and then red. Red being the sort of stronger abilities connected to archetypes and their main gimmick. An example on white ones are abilities that decrease spell cost, and some stronger abilities can then require other abilities to first be needing to be unlocked, and some abilities can also block you from unlocking others. But mainly you can mix and match abilities and even some abilities from different archetypes, but not always. So archetypes, what are they? Well, each class will come with 3, so let's go through them. Warrior comes with the Fallen archetype, which is based on a sort of corruption system, where you take damage to then increase your damage output. Then it comes with Battle Monk, which is like a hybrid between Assassin and Warrior, where you can do rapid attacks and focus on more sort of close combat. And then lastly, there's Paladin, a tankier support-based archetype. Archer then has Bolt Slinger, which focuses on close-range arrow spam. There's then Sharpshooter, a more sniping-based archetype. And lastly, there's Trapper, where abilities instead focus on deploying traps instead of attacking directly. The Mage's archetypes are Riftwalker, that increase in power the longer fights take, giving enemies a winded effect. It also has Lightbender, which is a support-based archetype, but it doesn't require any friends to play with. You can summon instead orbs to help you in battle. And lastly, there's Arcanist, which relies on saving up mana and then unleashing huge waves of spells and abilities that can even be looped to be on repeat to just constantly throw out damage on your enemies. Assassin comes with Shade Stepper, a true assassin archetype utilizing the shadows to stack up bonuses to deal out one-shotting surprise attacks. It then has Trickster, a cloning-based archetype that aims at crowd control and confusing your enemies. And then lastly, it has Acrobat, being agile and utilizing its movements to gain the advantage mid-air. Shaman then has Summoner, that summons different kinds of minions to help in battle while staying on a safe distance. It also has Ritualist abilities, which uses different ability masks that can be switched on the fly for different perks mid-battle. And lastly, Acolyte, an archetype where sacrificing your own health can be used for increased power or to save your allies. Now those were the archetypes. There have, however, been other changes to spell that I'll quickly mention as well. For Warrior, War Scream now pulls enemies towards you. Charge doesn't anymore send you vertically upwards, and the uppercut upward speed has been reduced. For Archer, the first spell is now Arrow Bomb, and if you hit yourself with it, it can hurt you. Arrow Storm also gets a recoil and some spread, so you're gonna need some abilities to fix that. And Escape does not slow your fall anymore, but it can be cast mid-air. For Mage, the first spell is now Meteor, which also comes with a new look. Heal is also no longer instant, but it heals more over a little bit of time, and Teleport has been slightly fixed. For Assassin, the movement spell is now just a dashing forward or upward part of the spell. Invisibility only comes with the Shade Stepper archetype, and that vanish has a cooldown. And lastly, for Shaman, Aura will now work in a sphere, thus hurting more mobs than it did before. Uproot also pushes instead of pulling mobs, but shifting can switch it to pull enemies towards you. It also knockbacks more mobs without a direct hit, and the aura lock upgrade to the totem is now gone. Next, they've done some changes to the elements and skill points. Defense has been lowered to have a 70% damage cap instead of 80. Agility will also no longer ignore all damage, but only dodge 90% of it on a successful dodge. And the major change has been to mana and intelligence. There's now 100 mana, and intelligence will increase that pool, but also increase your base mana regen. So the mana regen you get without any mana regen bonus. There's also other changes such as lifesteal and mana steal being triggered every time, just with varying amounts instead of being randomly triggered. Warriors also don't have the extra 20% base defense, but abilities can give it 10% back. Mobs also give you knockback, and the compass damage calculator will also now be accurate. Lastly, for this section, there's some quality of life changes, such as mobs and pets avoiding filling your screen, holograms for damage will also be less spammy, items will also have a new drop animation for mobs, and fire will also not cover your screen. Next up are the quest changes. Starting off, we have some with smaller changes, and they include Murder Mystery, Flight in Distress, The Bigger Picture, From the Bottom, Canyon Guides, The Lost, Beyond the Grave, Entered the Dojo, Fantastic Voyage, 1000 Meters Under, Recipe for Disaster, and The Royal Trials. Then we have some major reworks, which are The Ultimate Weapon, The Hunger of the Gerts Part 1 and 2, Purple and Blue, Fallen Delivery, General's Orders, the Thanos Depository, previously known as Thanos Vaults, A Marauder's Dues, Canary Calls, and Cow Fusion. Then we have some new quests, All Roads to Peace, a orc-based quest over in Boosie, Hollow Serenity, a horror story around the Candor Forest Manor, Aldery Secret Part 2 to better fit the previously remade Part 1 from last year, The Breaking Point, a Canyon Colossus based quest over in Canyon Beta, and then sadly some quests had to be removed, and those were The Belly of the Beast and The Fortune Teller, and that's it for the quest section. Next, there's a new raid, the Nameless Anomaly, level 105, and it will require a team of 4 players, and it does require you to complete a Journey Beyond and a Journey Further to enter. It's also going to require 5 toll runes. It's also going to feature new types of raid rooms, and it's based around an archipelago of blue jungle islands in a gray void ocean. They have also fully reworked Galleon's Graveyard, the dungeon. However, there will not be a corrupted version of it, at least in this update. Lastly, some other changes and reworks, such as higher level gathering spots have been improved, cities have been rebuilt, such as Theseed, Nesak, Candon Beta, Alderay Town, Corcus Terrain and Caves, and also they've added new Guild War arenas. There's also a new discovery and some rebuilt lakes and rivers. They've also done some major changes to the Kira Hive bosses. And that was it for this video. The beta is scheduled to be released in a week between the 18th and the 19th of June, and they're going to sort of unlock abilities for us to test over time, and it's starting with Warrior and Archer. The other classes will be updated on the beta as we go. But anyways, that has been everything you need to know for the 2.0 update as of yet. We'll see more about each ability and whatever they will do on beta, and you can be sure that I will stream beta and try out everything, including the new quests and the new abilities and archetypes. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Have a nice day. Subscribe if you want to. You don't have to. But anyways, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.